All right, all right. It is Friday night, drink in hand. And I'm so glad that it's Friday. I don't know what to do. I know I'm not the only one that's thinking this already. I'm so glad that it's Friday. The week has ended for many individuals. It is not a holiday this weekend here in Colombia, but it's a holiday next weekend. So all you guys that's going to be here next weekend in Colombia, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be pay weekend, so they're going to be getting paid at the same time. It's going to be a holiday popping off. So, yeah, be ready for that. Get this music going for us so we can enjoy ourselves. Once again, my name is Andre Love, Crossing Borders. We got a great topic tonight. You know, guys, you often hear me talk about, some of the reasons why I left the United States. Just like, listen, I got to go. It's that time. But there are many individuals that don't realize that there is a major influx of Asian individuals that are moving to Colombia. I'm noticing that even here all the way in Cali. I'm starting to get a lot of neighbors, especially from the Philippines, here in Cali, Colombia. So we're going to watch a video from a YouTuber, and we're going to make sure we put their information in the description. The same brothers that we watched their video last week in regards to dating in Colombia. Well, they'll be interviewing on this video women from the Philippines that live in Colombia now, learning Spanish now, and why did they move from the Philippines, and what is their experience here in Colombia so far. We got 24 people in the building. I know I'm a little late tonight. I was on Obsidian's channel checking the brother out. Make sure you guys, I know, right? That was fun on Obsidian's. I didn't even know you were there. I stay focused. Yeah, I was on Obsidian's tonight. Therefore, shout out to E-Man in the building, letting us know. I was on Obsidian's for a while, so I'm a little late tonight, guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to EMB. Buenas noches. Good evening, my brother. Also to Julian. Shout out to you also. ¿Qué pasó? Amigo. Hombre. All right. And my man, African Wolf in the building. The coolest name there is. The African Wolf. NBC Dre. Oh, man, you got me on this one. Dre, tienes tu palabra ahorita, okay. Okay, Tio. Let's see. Hace mucho tiempo que he estado prejutado. Me and the syllables. Let's see. Okay, give me a grade. How did I do? I get a D, C minus. How did I do on that one? Yeah, Filipinos are coming. Yeah. Are just Asian Latinos. Yeah, that's what I hear. Shout out to J-Ben in the building as well. We got 36 in the building. Make sure 36. Click that like button. I like you. It's Friday night. Get your drink in hand. I don't care what you're sipping on. I don't care if it's something healthy. I don't give a dang if it's something unhealthy. As long as you got something to drink in your hand, something that you can sit back, you can enjoy along with us. It's going to be a great, great night. Like I said, we're going to watch a video and do a commentary in regards to reasons why to leave your home country. These ladies are going to talk about their reasons why, and I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why I left. And I want to hear what some of you guys, some of your reasons for why you might be thinking about leaving your home country. Shout out to my man, Black Nubius in the building. He says, sure, if it is just me, but the sound level is up and down. Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what am I doing wrong. Let me see something. It's not you. Let me double check on something real quick. I did something to the microphone. See, doing too much. I did something to the microphone software the other day. And I don't know if I did something wrong. Let me see how that is that better? Nope, that's not better right there. Let's see if is that better? Let me see how that sounds. Live meter, bright. Let's see. Night mode. Night mode. Is that better? No, that's light mode. See, I should have experimented with this before prior to. Just let me know if that's a little better, if that's helping out a little bit. Thanks, Black Nubian. Preview of Philippine experience in Colombia, very much like the Philippines, but in Spanish. True. My man Terrell's in the building. Good evening, everyone. What's up, big bro? Tonight is Friday. Got me a little healthy drink, protein, with a little bit of my water, just protein. Nice and cold. All right, my man Cyber's in the building. I like that look, man. I like that avatar. Senor Buenas noches. Good evening to you too, brother. And thank you also for the super chat, brother. Thank you, Nubia, for the super chat. All right. Shout out to you guys, Black Nubian. And shout out also to my man, my namesake, Dre Sr. He say, salute to my salute my good man. Leaving a donation for YouTube starts before YouTube starts tripping. Yeah, I know. YouTube does start tripping sometime. Thank you very much, brother. Let me go back to these shout outs. We got MD in the building representing. No, Andrea. No, yeah, Andrea is supposed to be here. She was actually with me on Obsidian show. And then, her and the girls decided to hang out. They're going to be heading. Your girl Andrea will be live this weekend from Bogota. So she'll be live this weekend. But so I'll be here and she'll be in Bogota. And so we'll be doing a live stream together for the first time in different cities in a while. Sway Houston's in the building. Smooth tunes, Dre. Respect that chat. Respect to the chat. Click that like button, guys. We got 52 people in the building. Make sure we got 52 people clicking that like button. And let me know also, guys, if the sound sounds a little better. So I'm going to be toying with it until it sounds a lot better, because a couple of weeks ago, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and I forgot what it was I did with the software. So it's kind of my fault. So let me know if that sounds just a little better. What it do, Slim? What's up, Kenny in the building? And my man Monk Mode. And them Tar Heels, dark Tar Heels. Them Carolina boys at it again. Mr. Gilmore, what's up to you too as well? What's up to you as well? Good times, these are the good times. My man Grego's in the building. Y'all better look out, man. It's a live stream now. We got Grego in the building. We already know what's going on. Once again, guys, we're going to be doing watching the video. Shout out to Julian as well. We're going to be watching a video in regards to a lot of Asian individuals are moving from their home countries, coming to Colombia. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be everybody going to be here. Everybody. I ain't going to have to go to the Philippines or go to Thailand in a minute. Y'all won't be having to zoom as far in a minute, because man, I'm seeing a lot of Asians down here, man. A lot. I knew there were quite a bit in Bogota. I didn't know that. But now it's starting to pick up pace, man. There's so many Asian restaurants. Me and my boy Isaiah, we were at a nice Vietnamese restaurant here in Cali, Colombia. And it was real nice, man. Real cool atmospheres right down the street from here. Good Asian food, and the atmosphere and the guys were just so cool, man. Real cool dudes. So definitely. All right, I got an A1. I'll take that. I will take that. NB says C. He said a B minus C. Okay, so my pronunciation is getting a lot better. I'll tell you what helps me out in regards to Spanish, understanding the pronunciation of most of the letters. When I see an E, I automatically know to make the A sound. And when I see an I know to make the I sound. The E sound. So certain things, especially with the vowels, make it a little bit more easier for me. Shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for helping me with my Espanol. because these women, once you watch this video, you gonna see these women in the Philippines, man. They getting that Spanish done so fast, man. I'm like, Andre, stop BSing around. My man Tevin's in the building. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Tevin King is in the building. Shout out to my man in the building. Let's go get it, Dre. Shout out to you also. Black Lex is in the building, 71. All right. He said your sound could use some tweaking, but you're 90% good. We're rocking. Keep cooking. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably tomorrow do like an afternoon, like 20-minute live stream just to work on the mic. So if some of you guys are around in the afternoon and you see me drop a video, it's just so you guys can help me, get my mic situation on par. Because when I'm recording, it sounds different. But when I'm doing a live stream, it's a different sound. I know dude's going to be zooming to Colombia for real. I kid you not. Why should I go somewhere else? I can go to Colombia for Asian chicks. What's up, Will in the building? Shout out to Will and Reggie with the $10 super chat with the jersey representing Messi in the building. I see what you're doing. He said, I identify as Afro-Colombiano. Cool. That's what's up, Reg. That is what's up, man. I appreciate that. I see you representing the Afro-Colombianos out here. EMB says, I don't know if it is less than 200 Filipinos nationwide is a lot. If they're foreign-born Filipinos moving to Colombia, I can see that. That's what they're doing. Yep, that's what I'm noticing. A lot more. I mean, I kid you not, just walking down the street, dude. Over like the last, I would say 4 months, I'm seeing people from the Philippines all over the place here in Cali. And so to sit back and see people in Medellin is like, okay, I can see that. Them boy Kansas City T is in the building. What's up, brother? The Kansas boys at it again, winning Super Bowls and everything. You guys might win another one. The way the league is looking, you guys might win another one. He said, I see a pretty Asian girl near the stadium, Dre. Yeah. Well, you would never saw Asian women every blue moon, like maybe once every 2 years. But now, he said, I started to stop the Uber and chase her down. Dog. And they coming down here bringing curves. The Asian women I've been seeing, they bringing curves overseas. I'm looking like either they're eating something that Colombian women are cooking or something. I say, because these are not just flat back women coming from the Philippines. I'm looking like, oh, okay, little mama. I saw one jogging down the street heading towards my gym. Body was right. I'm like, okay, I see you. EMB says 15 to 30% of Philippine words are based in Espanol. I did know that. Because I forgot what their connection to their Spanish roots is. I know what the connection to the African roots is, but I forget what their connection to their Spanish roots is. Shout out to Grego once again in the building. Monk Mode is here too. What? Oh, we good now. He said, it sounds better on my phone than the television. I got you on both. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I do dudes too. I do dudes the same way. I watch them on my phone, and I show them the love on my television screen or computer. Kings of Dreams, make sure you guys watch this dude's channel. He said, passing the plate around on a weekend getaway with little man. All right, little soldier. Spending some daddy time. I ain't mad at you. Hope he's doing great, man. He's getting taller and taller. He's going to be like his dad. Keep cooking, bro. International RP. Bring up the chat. Big up the chat. All right, he shouted to the chat. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Solo ORD. Hey, I got a review of your last video I got to do. that was real good, man. Your last video was real good. Hey, if you guys get a chance, man, check out Solo RD, man. He's one of the dudes that whenever I tell you guys about guys that have brought their wives back to the States, they're still good women, they're still traditional women. Believe you me, Solo Travel ORD is one of the brothers that always come to my mind when I talk about don't fret or automatically assume from watching 90 Day Fiance and hearing what other people have to say that if you get a quality woman in Colombia, that she will not stay quality in the States. I'm going to tell you guys something. Y'all ready? And Solo can attest to this. Normally, when y'all dudes bring women back to from other countries, I mean, normally, no offense, and she ain't nothing in the United States, that's because she wasn't about the right in her home country, and you just decided to ignore some of the signs. I didn't say you saw all the signs, but some of them you kind of ignored. You knew she wasn't about the right in her home country, so you kind of ignored some stuff. Maybe she was a little argumentative in her home country. You like, well, wait till I get her back to the States. Or maybe she was kind of shy and elusive, and she didn't want to really be a traveler, but you said, wait till I get her back to the States. She'll learn to travel. And then you get her back to the States, and she was showing you who she was the whole time in her home country. And then you get her to the States, and when it doesn't work out, you scratching your head like, well, what happened? Come on, we men. A lot of times when we look back in hindsight, we know what happened. But if you get you a good one like Travel ORD and a couple other brothers, I'm telling you, man, it doesn't matter where that person is with you. As long as they're on your team, you good. Shout out to you, brother, for the $5 cash app. Yeah, but that last video you did was good, man. I was laughing. You should use the audio interface instead of the. I know. I already planned when we already had a meeting with El Guapo. You know, El Guapo got the hella audio. Make his voice sound crisp. He already sent me the videos down of what I need to get, what steps I need to take, get everything all set up. So here's what I plan on doing. When we come back from Europe in October, I'm going to get all the audio interface so it won't be USB anymore, and my voice will be crisp and clear, just like El Guapo's. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. But yeah, that's who I hit up. I was like, wait a minute. Who do I know that their microphone just sound extremely well? El Guapo. And he's got the same mics, but you're right. His interface is a lot different. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and spring for the interface as soon as we get back from Europe. And it's so much better too. So much better. Shout out to Barry in the building. He said you should do a collab with the YouTuber Where's Wes. Let me write this down. I know that sounds familiar too. Where's Wes? Cool. Because I plan on doing a lot more collabs this year. Oh, you talking about the Asian guy that's down here? He's married and he's an Asian American who married a Colombiana and opened a restaurant. Are you talking about the guy that's down here in Cali or in Cartagena? That sounds familiar. Let me know if it's the guy. He does the interviews. Because I think my girl D just did an interview with him last week. She told me that she did an interview with the Asian guy. I can tell you that the Filipinos are in El Aye or Aye cafeteriano. Okay, cool. You say they aren't. Okay. EB says, he said, I was maybe the only one for a while. All right. Thanks for letting us know. Will in the building. Okay, Julian, let me go down, making sure I hit everybody else. Saladin. Hope I said that correctly. I've seen several Asian females in Bogota. See? I ain't the only one. See, I ain't crazy. You're starting to see like, okay, shout out to Steve. Colombia is the visa free for Filipino. Oh, Ah, that makes sense. Thanks, Steve. That makes sense. Philippines was a Spanish colony. That's what I was trying to remember. Who I thought it was a Spanish colony for a while. I just wasn't sure, so I didn't want to open my mouth about it. For 330 years. Okay, more than the U.S. has been a country. Absolutely correct. Poor man 313, them Detroit boys at it again, Mom. They're at it again. What up, though? That's that Detroit right there. Shout out Monk Mo for the super sticker $9.99. I'll take that love, brother. Let's see who else I've missed. Lastan. Let me see if I get this correct. Lastan. Oh man, I'm gonna mess this one up. That's the Neil. Hey, if I mess it up, brother, blame it on my head, not my heart. He said, I'm glad that you said that, bro, because I'm bringing mine back for sure. Choose wisely. Yes. The one thing that I could say that sticks out to me with Solo ORD, and he can, so I would really want to get an interview with Solo ORD anyway. But the one thing that I noticed with him and his wife and the kids, that they travel, whether it be in the country or out of the country, whether it be a cruise or whatever it may be, they still both have something in common when it comes to traveling. One of the mistakes that I see other dudes make, I'm gonna be honest, you still have a travel bug, but your girl get to the States and she don't want to travel nowhere else no more. She don't even want to go to another state. And it causes guys to be kind of antsy, like, man, I met her by way of travel, and now she doesn't want to travel. So I see that as a dynamic or a problem more than I see the woman has changed type of dynamic. Usually guys I meet and I talk to are frustrated because they don't travel as much anymore. Let's see what else we have in here. We had Jay saying, I've been saying the same thing. I wouldn't be overall concerned when bringing your significant other back to the States. Yeah, if she's a good woman, she's going to be a good woman no matter where she is. Like, if I were to bring Andrea back to the States, I have no problem with Andrea being Andrea. The only thing is, you guys know I don't want to be in the States. Hey, ORD, do me a favor, man. Send me an email, man. First of all, yeah, send me an email. I'll put my number down. My email right here, man. Shoot me an email real quick so we can exchange numbers, man. I don't see why we didn't exchange. Wait a minute. You should already have my number though. From the live stream. I want to get you on the show, man. Because that's a good topic that I want to talk about, because a lot of guys are leery because, the Roadmaster. That's exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that road. Oh, when I be looking at your live streams and the camera shoots to the sideways, don't think I'm not looking at your setup. Do not think I'm not looking at your microphone setup and your camera angles. Yeah. Between you and El Guapo, I think I'm going to be all right by the end of the year. Oh, yeah. I sit back. Every time you do a video, I sit back and I watch. I be like, it's like I'm looking over your shoulder now. What is that? Okay, what is that you got back there? Okay. Yeah, let me check that out. Yeah. 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 That podcaster. Yeah, man. You right about that one. Shout out to Drew being in the building. Oh, my man. We got 60 people in the live stream. Make sure all 60 click that like button for me. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Drew G is in the building. Andre, definitely go to Spain. We are definitely going to Spain. We actually land in Madrid. So we're going to spend first 4 days in Madrid, second week, because we're just going to be there a month. So second 5 days, we're going to go to Portugal, because that, is because we're going to relocate there in about 2-3 years. So it's a toss-up between Portugal, Spain, and Italy as the places of relocation. So that's Southern Europe. We're going to hit that definitely. And we're going to be hitting the larger towns, the smaller towns. But then we're going to take the train up to, from Portugal, we're going to take the train or a plane to UK. So we're going to hit up to UK, and we're going to hit up London, Wales, and Ireland. They were going to fly back and spend the last few weeks with some family in Italy. So that's the plan. But we're going to be there for German Fest. So yeah, your boy got to get some of that German Fest beer. My birthday in October too. Oh yeah. So yeah, when you head to Europe, I'll definitely be hitting there. He said I was watching a brother over that buying a house and really cheap in Spain. Yeah, oh man, I've been watching those too. Man, it is inexpensive to buy you a piece of property in Southern Europe right now. I'm talking about some deals. A sister just got her in Sicily. She just bought a piece of property. She bought 2 really, really nice apartments. No, houses, my bad. 2 nice houses and a storefront, $60,000. I ain't talking about nothing raggedy either. I'm like, what? So yeah, shout out to you, brother. Oh, we got Mason in the building. He said, S.O. Andre. He said, so Andre. He said, I'm a white traveler in Colombia, but I appreciate your wisdom. Man, I don't care nothing about no color. Man, live your life. Passport Bros does not have just one color anymore. It ain't just the brothers. It's everybody. It's everybody. When we leave the States, let's try to leave some of that separation of skin tones. Let's try to leave some of that behind. So I'm with you on that, brother. So come on through anytime, man. Hey, all of us are in the barbershop. If you're a man, this is the barbershop. So no matter what race, color, your creed, I'm happy that you're here, brother. Hey, I'm gonna talk about you, talk about my white brothers as much as I talk about my Latin brothers, as much as I talk about my black brothers and my Asian brothers. So everybody gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. He says a headache flying out of LAX. They fly for 14 or more. Ooh, see, our flight leaving straight to Madrid from here is only 9 hours. And coming back is only 10 hours. So yeah. He said, check out NTP Life is okay, cool. I've got a couple of YouTubers that I check out over there as well. I got a few of them that they've been giving me the tips on how to leave your luggage at the train station. You can hang, because man, Andre was like, well, if we go to a small town, we have our luggage. How do you? I didn't know it was lockers at all the train stations throughout Europe. You could just put these giant lockers for €5. Just leave your bags in the locker, go enjoy the little small towns or the large city, and then go back and get your stuff out the locker. I'm like, who knew? You ain't got that in the States, so you won't know. So it's going to be a lot to learn in Europe. I'm excited. My uncle's in the building, Ghostface. What's up? Hope everything's going great. Countdown, Jay. I'm so excited about this trip to Europe, man. I don't know what to do. I am excited. Let me scroll down. CSI's in the building. Or CS1 or CSI? What's the best month to visit? Colombia? The best months to me would be February for the Barranquilla Festival. That's a great time. That whole month. You don't have to be here a month, but that whole month coming to Colombia for that festival. It's the world's largest Latin-speaking festival. The world's largest Latin festival is the one in Brazil, the Brazilian festival. But the world's largest Latin-speaking festival, which is amazing, the parade is amazing, and the partying, and the music, and the drinking, is the Barranquilla Festival, which is Barranquilla is only 2 hours outside of Cartagena. If you're in Cartagena in February and you're not going to the Barranquilla Festival, I don't know what you're doing. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Most people that stay in Barranquilla take that 2-hour bus ride for $3. Nice buses too. Nice. You can watch a movie all the way there, 2 hours, enjoy the Barranquilla Festival for like 3 or 4 days, and take your butt right back to Cartagena on the next bus flying out. And you can tell when the festival over because Cartagena gets packed right after that. So that's a great time. Anytime you want to come, depending on what country, there's always festivals going on. Like for example, This September, you got the Bogota Jazz Festival. You know how I listen to jazz? You got jazz in a park in Bogota this September. And also you have, man, I gotta post this. I haven't even posted in the here, which is our website. I haven't even posted it here. I've had it up and done for a couple of months, but I had some tweaks that I want to do to it. But on our website, which I'm going to post, we have the full list of all the major festivals, from the hip hop festivals that take place all the way to jazz, to all the major music festivals, all the celebrations that take place, which are like the one that we have here in August, which is a great time to come for the Afro-Colombian Festival, which is the Petronio Everest Festival. Petronio Everest was a civil rights leader and a musician in the I think it was like 40s, 50s, and 60s, if I'm not mistaken. And he passed on, and his music and his ability to fight for rights of the Afro-Colombians still resonates. So they have a celebration for him every year. And so you have over 200, 300,000 people come here as well from all over South America to have the Petronio Festival. It is so big now, they are having the Petronio Festival in Brazil. It is big. Colombia has, I think, 3 Petronio festivals. Choco has one, Cali has one, and I think Cali has another one that comes up. And then now they're going to be doing the festival in Brazil, because this is a major festival here in South America. And I think they started last year. It was the first time they did in Brazil. So this year will be the second year. Shout out to Stefano in the building. Shout out to my brother. All right, for all you guys that want to support the channel with the Cash App, PayPal, stuff like that. My man's in the building. Shout out to him. Backpackers in the building. He says by the end of August till end of December, it rains a lot. This is true throughout Colombia. Medellin rains year round. Medellin gets 200 plus days of rain every year, but it's not rain all over the city, and it doesn't rain long. You know, you have some days where it rains, a few hours. You got some days where it just rains a few minutes. So Medellin gets its share of rain on a regular basis. That's why it's called the city of eternal spring, because it's always spring. But he's absolutely correct. The one month that I would say you'd have a great time is December. It really is a great time. However, flights to Colombia they triple. And I'm talking about December 1st, because Colombia celebrate Christmas year round. I'm sorry, the whole month. So once they start the candle lighting day, I think it's like December 6th, Father Christmas Day. After that, the whole month is Christmas. It's a whole month of celebration throughout the whole country. And I mean celebration, until Three Kings Day on January 6th. From December 6th to January 6th. So you've got so many flights coming in, because so many Colombians are coming back home from all over the country. all over the world. Flights go up. So if you're coming to Colombia in December, make sure you get your ticket early, because those flights go up like that for the month of December. He said Cartagena is crazy now. Pros are 500,000. Can we have a moment of silence for those of us that were only paying 60,000 pesos? This is what Pookie and Ray Ray did to DR. This is what Pookie and Ray Ray did to Medellin. And now Pookie and Ray Ray has done this to Cartagena. Cartagena really does have some really, really beautiful women. They've got Venezuelans there. They've got the Afro-Colombian women there. They've got the women there from Brazil. I get it. It's the beach life city. But I have yet to see some coochie walking that's worth 500,000 pesos. That's about $150. There is no way, ain't no way in hell. There is no way. And there's somebody out there that's paying it. In Cartagena right now, even while we're speaking, it's some fool that's coming out of his wallet for 500,000 pesos. And I'm going to tell you something. This is the criticism I have. When you could have spent that money and got you a real escort. You could have went online. There are escort services in Colombia online that have their own website. And these are truly pros that are the best of the best at what they do. There is no way I'm going to be picking up something and walk down the street. I don't care how fine she is. And she say 500,000 pesos. What? You know how fire her head got to be for 500,000 pesos. If I don't shed a tear, you don't get paid. Let's put it like that. 500,000 pesos, you licking booty. You sucking nuts. You you shaving my head, you sweeping floors, you cooking, you sucking my toes, you clean the hair out my nose, you cleaning my glasses for me. 500,000 pesos, you got a job to do. You ironing clothes, you part maid, part pro. You doing everything. You sucking my fingernails, my elbows, earlobes, all of it. You plucking eyebrows, you doing it all. I'm sorry, 500,000 pesos, you doing it all. You gonna be my Uber driver, 500,000 pesos, and I ain't smashed you. Think about it, guys. 500,000 pesos, and I have never touched you. I don't even know if you can get firehead that's worth 500,000 pesos. I don't know if your coochie so blew out that is actually blew out to 30,000 pesos, and I'm paying 500,000 pesos for some coochie that's only worth 30,000 pesos. Are y'all crazy? Man, listen, if y'all don't walk up to some with 500,000 pesos, you know how many dates you could go on with a regular Colombian chick? 500,000, good Lord. Let run and get them, bro. What are we paying? 500,000 pesos. Oh, she's sucking on the back of my knee. She licking all on the back of my knee. She give me a body massage. I got a massage coming before and after the sex. Man, listen, 500,000. Y'all be laughing at a brother. I'm saying, man, listen. I mean, 500,000 pesos, that coochie on call for about a good week. I ain't gonna lie. That's coochie on call. I'm talking about 3 a.m., get on over here. 12 in the afternoon, 2 days later, get on over here. Friday at 4, get on over here. That coochie on call for at least that minute, for a week. Man, goodness gracious, yeah. Yeah, she sucking elbows, man. She give my elbows a hickey. She sucking all of it. Elbows, earlobes, and toes. I'm telling you. She give me a massage like you think she was Asian, walking on my back and everything. I'm talking about she doing it all. And still, if I ain't shed a tear, she don't get paid. I need somebody that can make me shed a tear for 500,000. I need somebody that's I'm gonna have to push her skull off. 500,000 pesos? Man, listen. She got to have the most fire, tightest. Her muscles got to be working so well. Man, listen. She need to be looking at me and say, watch this. So if she could do some magical, watch this. Man, y'all out there paying, man, listen. Y'all should have never told me what y'all paying out there. 500,000 pesos. Good Lord. Shout out to you brothers that reach out to me in regards to consultations, whether you want to relocate, vacation, retirement, in any part of South America. I got your back, brothers. Also, if you're interested even in applying for your visas, Andrea is helping out quite a few brothers get their visas. So that's what's up also. Yeah, I know, man. 500,000. It's slightly below. Hey, Stefano. I mean, EMB. I thought the same thing a few minutes ago. I was like, man, that's like salary. That's like a real job. Like 500,000 pesos. If she slept with 3 dudes for 500,000, she makes more than the average Colombian for a month's work. If she just slept with 3 dudes for 500,000, goodness, great man, y'all. And I'm talking about a chick that you ain't never laid with in your life. Yeah. Man, y'all need to stop that one. 500,000 in my Dolomite voice. Did you crazy? No, for real. Oh my goodness, man. That's just too much. Let's get ready to get started with this video, guys. Once again, this video is an interview of some Philippine women that have decided to move down here to Colombia, and what is their experience so far and how they are enjoying themselves and what's caused them to even move down here. This is an interview with a YouTuber, and I'm going to have his information in the description. He said, that's 10 decent dinner dates. I thought about that too. He said the head game better be so good. Man, listen, like I said, their head game better be so good. Man, if I ain't shedding at least 3 good tears, man, I need to be shedding tears like I'm listening to an old Jodeci song. Won't you just stay? That's what I'm saying. I need to listen. She better be, please. She gotta have head so good for 500,000. Man, I'm singing Backstreet tunes, man. Man, if you go away from me, I'll go crazy. I'll go insane. I mean, I'm going. Listen, I'll go crazy. 500,000. Listen. I'm just got all the old Black Street songs coming out, man. Listen, 500,000 pesos. I'm humming Bobby Brown Tenderoni. My heart belongs. Why she giving me head? Belongs to Tenderoni. She's my only love. Listen, there is no way in the world. Man, listen, it ain't gonna cost you 500,000 to take out a regular chick on a date and give her flowers and pay for a nice hotel room, like one. Because down here in Colombia, they got like the hour hotel rooms, the 2-hour hotel rooms, and many of them ain't bad. Hour hotel rooms, 2-hour, 3-hour hotel rooms. Going up in there, handle your business, and make sure she get back to the house. You can do that with a regular chick and still have money in your pocket. 500,000. Hey, if y'all paying 500,000, the next time a female send y'all a picture of her grandmama in the hospital when she ain't in the hospital, you might as well go and send that money. You'll be cheaper coming out of that money than 500,000. You said you got to put her on your taxes. Give her a W-2 for real. At least a 1099. It's gracious. Woo! I'm just saying, good time. That's way too much money. But it came around because some dude was willing to pay it. That is a threesome and a private ride. Yep. Absolutely correct. You ain't never lied, man. You preaching on that one. Dudes be out here straight caking. And then got the audacity to take the guilt off of it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Well, you got tricked. And you got it, and you got tricked. It is tricking. It ain't just tricking. You got tricked. Let's get started with the video, guys. Here we go. Let's see. Let's pull this video up. put me in a corner. And I believe these women are in Medellin, if I'm not mistaken. It's 3 women, and they're going to tell their story about coming to Colombia.
So where are you from originally? Siargao? Oh, Cebu. So you speak Visaya, Cebuano.
So they say they're from Cebu.
Colombians are really warm,
Yeah.
but Filipinos are next level. When I found this group, when the first time we ever hung out, I was just like, ah.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Cristina de Filipinas.
Soy Mai, vivo aquí por 3 años. Me encanta.
Okay.
She's been here 3 years.
From which part of Philippines are you from?
Actually, I live everywhere. Cebu, Manila.
Cebu, Manila, but
Currently
originally
Makati.
Makati. Okay, where is that?
It's like the nicest and cleanest city in the whole Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, but kind of expensive too.
So I went in 2016 to Philippines, Manila, Cebu City, and Cebu. Siargao, you know that place?
Siargao.
Siargao.
I lived in Siargao for a long time. From 2015 to 2018.
I was there in 2016. Did you see me?
No.
Oh.
When I was there in 2015, one cafe, which I ran,
Yeah, what was the cafe?
Pleasure Point.
Ah, I went there every day. You must have seen me.
So where are you from originally? Siargao? Oh, Cebu. Cebu. So you speak Visaya, Cebuano.
But still, nandito mo si Jess?
They just wala.
Ay, Bisaya.
It's the oldest language in Philippines.
Okay.
Cebuano.
This is my passion, is the language in the Philippines.
Okay.
First of all, Filipino is not equal to Tagalog.
I teach Visaya and I teach Tagalog for expats.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, Visaya and Tagalog are the same. Absolutely not.
So Filipino is the national language.
It's
Okay.
independent
We have
language.
177 languages and dialects in total.
Wow.
8 major languages from
Yeah.
the 8 major regions in the Philippines. Tagalog is spoken in Manila.
Really? I didn't know that.
Just in Manila.
Yeah, and this is
Just in
yeah,
Manila.
and this is reality. Like people who speak Tagalog in Manila, they don't understand like
Anything
Cebu.
else.
Visaya.
Yeah. So is it possible that you can go to another place of Philippines and you don't understand each other at all?
Yeah.
That different?
Oh, 100%.
But most people speak English, right?
Yeah.
It's also a national
National language.
It's a,
How did
an
that become
official
a thing?
language.
I
The
actually,
Americans came, and the
Yeah.
Americans insisted to create the universities and insisted that everything be in English.
But how
I
come you
grew
guys
up-
don't speak Spanish?
If you're not a wealthy Filipino,
Yeah.
if you're not half Spanish, you can't speak.
Because they want to speak behind their backs.
so even we are an Asian country, we don't have like Asian names. We have Spanish.
Spanish names, yeah. All of you speak
Wow.
Spanish.
I do a little bit.
And probably
I did not know that. Just learned something. I did not know that. She said, even though we don't speak Spanish, we have Spanish names. EMB, you're holding out on the secrets, man, about your people. I didn't know that. The things that we learn. Let me go back.
people watching, if they're watching from Philippines, probably never heard as a Filipino speaking Spanish. So how's your Spanish?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Cristina de Filipinas. Yo entiendo español despacio. Yo necesito practicando español todos los días porque tengo clase de español cada día por 2 horas.
Hola, soy Mai, vivo aquí por 3 años más o menos. En este momento estoy estudiando con mi maestra.
¿Con tu qué?
Con Marian.
Con tu profe. Okay.
Con mi profesora. Para mí español es un mejor idioma, pero no es difícil. Quiero aprender más, pero necesito un año para puedo hablar más fluido. Y a mí me gusta Colombia. Me encanta. Colombia.
Okay.
Yo vivo en Medellín hace 2 años ya. Yo aprendí mi español con los conductores de Uber. Yo nunca tomé clases.
Uf.
Yo quiero ir por un país que yo voy a tener culture shock.
Okay.
Entonces, vamos para Sudamérica.
Okay. Hay mucho culture shock aquí, entonces. Sí. ¿No? Sí, pero
No,
pero
porque
Philippines.
la cultura es muy parecido en
Sí,
Filipinas.
sí.
La gente, los barrios,
Sí.
las palabras, la comida.
Sí.
Sí, la bandeja paisa solo
Las-
sin frijoles.
La gente también muy amables en
Sí.
las Filipinas
Pero
y
los
aquí
filipinos
también.
Son más amables.
Más que colombianos.
Amigo, claro que sí.
¿Sí? Okay.
Cuando yo encontré este grupo, yo sentí que yo falta mucho. Ese sentimiento que es muy como una familia. Yes, Colombians are really warm people,
Yeah.
and I think they're the warmest in South America too. But Filipinos are next level.
Yeah.
Like it's really different. Like when I found this group, when the first time like we ever like hung out, I was just like, ah.
How did you end up here?
Actually, it's because of my boyfriend.
Okay.
That's the main reason why I'm here. Boyfriend got a really nice opportunity here. I was able to bring my work from Philippines to Colombia because we did like online. So I switched from being to going to the office to negotiate to my boss
Yeah.
so I can do an online work.
Ah.
And I got it.
We're going to stop right there for a split second. You see what she said? She said that she went to her boss and she asked, and they transferred her from working in the office to online work. And now she's here with her dude who she came with in Colombia. And so when we often say that, guys, just ask, not to be a failure, but a try. Just ask your boss. Sometimes you guys aren't working online because you haven't even asked about it. The most they can say is no or say yes. So make sure you give yourself a chance when it comes to working online. Spanish is pretty good. Yeah, they'll be able to travel easily. Yes, they will. The one girl, even though she said, she'll be fluent in about a year, she really sounded clear. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's lovely.
And your life changed, huh?
My life changed after that. And I think it's one of the best decisions I've made in my life to move here.
And what do you like about Colombia?
I think first is the weather.
Yeah.
The weather is amazing
Yeah.
here. It doesn't get really hot.
Yeah.
It doesn't get really cold. It's a perfect blend. And also the people are very friendly. Also, they look very beautiful for me.
Yeah, but Filipinos too. Yeah, but I think everybody knows that. Yeah. And what about the differences you've seen between Philippines and Colombia? Any big ones, or you think it's basically the same thing?
There's really a huge difference. I think Colombians are more. They take care of themselves like intensely compared to Filipinos. I love going to the gym.
Yeah.
And I have never experienced in my life a gym that is full pack at 7 a.m.
It's
Never.
unbelievable. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I think Colombians are very, they really care about themselves, their figure, their physical appearance, the way they present themselves to other people. And I also think that Filipinos are somewhat like that, but a little bit less
Okay.
Yeah.
compared to.
Agree.
Colombia's like that. They place a lot of importance on looks, especially Medellin. Anything else with like the culture or anything you notice different?
I think Colombians are not that far from, in terms of the religion
Yeah.
and the close of like family ties.
What do you think? You think any big glaring differences between the two countries?
Actually, it's almost similar, but in regards with economy, like in Philippines, our main economy for survival is rice, like rice field.
Rice field,
but,
okay.
But I think I never seen a rice field here. Like,
Me neither.
Yeah.
Here it's coffee.
Yeah, because Colombia is one of the largest producer coffee in the world.
In the world, yeah.
But
Yeah.
in Philippines, it's like least popular.
What do you think about Colombian food?
Actually, Philippines and Colombian food like almost similar. We have varieties of tapas.
Yeah.
But there are like modification, like
Yeah.
different versions of Colombian.
In Philippines, they eat spicy. That's one thing they miss here. They can't handle spicy food. They have pepper, and Colombians eat pepper, and they like die immediately.
No me gusta
That's true.
arepa.
Okay, it's got no taste.
Yeah.
Tastes like cardboard.
And then the difference is I was really surprised that they're famous like chocolate drink with cheese.
Yeah,
Do you like it? No me gusta.
it's weird, right?
I like cheese but separate,
Yeah,
not in the chocolate
not
drink.
inside. A lot of things that people might be seeing and watching this video, maybe Filipinos might think Colombia is a very dangerous country. Is that, do they think that about Colombia?
Actually, I keep receiving like those messages like, oh, why are you in Colombia? Like, aren't you worried with the people? Well, it might be really dangerous like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
But I don't exist 50 years ago.
Yes.
It's our like common sense like to be aware. Like I think all countries are dangerous, all cities.
Yeah, like Manila as well, right?
Yeah, it
It
is.
can be dangerous if you're doing stupid things.
Yeah, true.
Have you ever felt in danger here?
No, for me, no. I feel safe.
You have-
actually.
Yes, I was robbed and gunpoint.
Oh?
So weird because it happened.
My man Randall is 100% correct. Thank you guys for supporting Black Male Media. Get those super chats up, guys. We appreciate that. Thank you also for the cash apps that are being sent out tonight. Thank you again for showing love with the super chats. Now, you notice that they were saying that there are a lot of similarities. Thanks, Randall. A lot of similar, and thank you for the cash app. I mean, the super chat. You notice that they were saying that there are a lot of similarities between Colombia and the Philippines, not only because they have the both have the Spanish background, but also or history, but also they were saying also when it comes to the food, when it comes to the meals, when it comes to enjoyment of rice, when it comes to not liking spicy foods. A lot of people don't realize Colombians don't like spicy foods. That's Mexico. That's black folk like me. Andrea can't stand. She likes seasoning. There's a difference. Seasoning, not spicy. So that's one things that we all have to get used to. and family is strong, yes, in both cultures. Thanks again, EMB, for that. Yes, they noticed that. And that's what makes it so comfortable for a lot of people from other countries that are family oriented to move to Colombia. One of the things that I'm noticing with the influx of people from Asia, just like you seeing us passport bros coming to South America, you better believe Asians are making phone calls, talking to family members and their friends who work online, and they're going to start coming to Colombia. You're going to start seeing a lot of Asian women here in Colombia. That I can guarantee you. That I can definitely guarantee you, because I'm seeing it now. And some of you other guys that have been here in Colombia for a while, just like my one brother just said about Bogota, you're going to start seeing more and more and more. Like I said, it was one point in time where you see one like every 2 years, every once a year. Now it's completely different, completely different. So let's get back to the video.
Happened in our apartment in the building in El Poblado. A lot of people think that it's safe here.
Yeah.
But I don't think everywhere is safe, especially because I wasn't really attentive in my surroundings. I was on my phone, and there was
That's the first problem.
that's my first problem. I was with my phone and I didn't realize that there is a robbery going on.
Okay.
In the apartment, there is like a door
Yep.
where the guard will open the door for you, only
Okay.
for the residents.
Yeah.
So I was on my way out of the building, and there was 4 guys who was like on the reception area.
Yeah. With the guns.
guard. Yeah, with the guns, and they saw me out of the building already, and they told me to go back. I actually run. I didn't even listen to them I ran back inside.
Yeah.
And the guy told me stop running or I was shooting.
Oh, and you just froze and
I
then
froze.
okay.
Of course, what can I do?
You
I
can't
need
know.
to listen.
That's just bad. Wrong place, wrong
Yeah,
time.
I was
Unlucky.
in the wrong place at the wrong time. They took all of my stuff, my scanners, the 2 tablets that I have for work.
Oh, really?
Because I was about to go to the laboratory to do some work.
Yeah.
Stuff, and they told me that stop crying.
You were crying? Oh no.
I immediately went back to my place. I didn't even went to work because I have no.
Yeah, you can't work after that.
I cannot work.
No, you're just in shock, you know.
I was in shock. So I went back to the apartment. The guard called the police. The police went to my place and they asked questions stuff like that. And one police told me, asked me if I want to file a complaint. And I told him no. Like, what's the purpose of
Nothing's gonna happen. They're never gonna. Yeah. And how much did you lose in that day? You think dollars,
Probably $4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
To be honest, sorry that happened to you, by the way.
My
but to
bad.
be honest, out of all the stupid things I've heard people doing,
Let me pause right there. She just described, we could go back over it. I'm going to push it back a little bit. She just described that when she came to Colombia, she got robbed of her tablets, her cell phone, and all of it added up to be about $4,000 worth of equipment that they stole from her during a robbery. I've been watching what's going on in the States as well. Even though robberies are taking place here more than ever here in Colombia, what I'm seeing more of what's going on in the States is that people are just deleting people to delete them. Like I saw two brothers, a headline of two brothers that actually skipped. They had just got out of jail. They both had jobs. They called in sick on their jobs. They went into a all-white neighborhood. This is in the States. All-white neighborhood. Rode around. 87-year-old man going to his mailbox. And they deleted him. No robbery. No nothing. Wasn't even supposed to. The neighborhood was nowhere near where they lived. And they deleted them. I just saw somebody getting a shootout, road rage shootout, because they got cut off in the States. So a lot of stuff that's going on here. Yeah, I can see a lot of robberies taking place. I understand that. They've already warned us to look out for that also in Europe. But what I can say, they're not deleting as much as they doing in the States, man. They just mass deleting. So when we sit back and we hear these stories about somebody getting robbed, okay, that's sad. That really is. And I'm glad that she's all right. But in the States, man, everybody's strapped. You got to be strapped because the next person's strapped. So it's crazy in the States. But we're going to rewind that part where she talked about her robbery. And yeah, they just deleted the old man for no reason. They were supposed. It wasn't like they were trying to rob him. That was the part. They had video footage. They circled around his block, and then they circled back around his block. And he was still out there checking his mail, just minding his business in his own. I mean, suburban neighborhood. This regular old dude that's been working his whole life, got him a decent house, living out the rest of his days, ain't bothering nobody. These dudes were supposed to have their happy tail at work. Just got out of jail. They're supposed to be cooking at IHOP. That's where they worked at, IHOP. And what do? Delete some old dude for no reason. And y'all be wondering why I don't miss the States. If I had a choice between the States and what y'all got going on over there, and I got to be strapped all the time to look out for me and Andrea, or here in Colombia, to where the worst that might happen to a brother is somebody taking my cell phone, I'll be in a country where they take my cell phone. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't got to worry about no mass deletions out here. I ain't got to worry about somebody just, oh, he black, let me just delete him. Even old white dudes could come down here to Colombia and know that ain't nobody gonna delete you just because you're an old white dude. But in the States, white dude ain't done nothing to nobody. He's just an old man just minding his business. Just like all the other brothers that get deleted because of racial issues in the States. I don't get it. But like I said, I'm glad that she's doing all right. But if I had a choice between the two, give me Colombia all day long. And twice on Sunday. Compared to the States. And I'm going to tell y'all something for real. I'll keep my head on a swivel here. But when I go back to the States, I got a slight paranoia. I never told anybody that. When I go back to the States, my trust level, my head is really on a swivel. I really don't know the United States, and I don't trust it. Man, police car come, my head is looking like, I don't have that same peace that I used, because the United States is not the same when I left. When I left the United States, not everybody was strapped. Boy, 9/11 hit, everybody, little kids in kindergarten, everybody's strapped. And you have to be, because it might be a fool in the car right next to you trying to delete you and your family. for no reason. Ain't robbing you. You don't know them. You don't owe them any money. You ain't slept with their girlfriend. United States is just you having somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed, picked up a pistol, and decided that today was you and your family's day at a stoplight. Hell no. You ain't. I tell you this, y'all done read a lot of robbery stories in Colombia. And every blue moon, there's somebody that got shot at. But you ain't never heard nobody on their motorcycle just riding, and all of a sudden they just start firing at people in their car just because they riding. You ain't never heard that in Colombia. You ain't heard that in Brazil. You ain't heard of that. You haven't heard it throughout South America, Chile. But the United States, for no reason, no, that's the part that really, you going to Walmart with your grandmama, or you're going to Target. Man, you know how paranoid I be in this, and I mean this, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. I never said this to anybody. I haven't even told Andre this. I be so paranoid in the United States, walking up at the Targets, walking up at the Walmarts. If I'm driving down the street, I don't know if the police gonna be acting a fool. I don't know if one of y'all might be acting a fool, American citizens. Man, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something in all sincerity. That was one of the reasons why I got out of the United States in 2 days. I couldn't take it. It wasn't because I was bored. It wasn't because I miss Colombia. All that was a part of it. But I'm gonna tell you something. In all sincerity, I never thought that I would find myself being paranoid in my own country. It never hit my mind. It never hit my mind. I never thought about in a million years I would get off a plane and the shadow of paranoia would hit me to where I don't know who to trust. Now, I'm not saying that I was out there just shaking in my boots, but what I'm saying is, like they always say, when you get to Colombia, have your head on a swivel. Bruh, in the States, I wasn't going nowhere. If I didn't have to go to a store or something, you better believe I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't out there like that. And I was a social butterfly throughout my life. And for me to sit down somewhere in my own home country, I don't know those police. I don't know those neighbors. Ain't nobody gonna say to me he went back home to his home country after living in Colombia all those years and he was deleted. Film at 11. Y'all ain't gonna delete me. No. Like I said, it's the first time I've said this. Shout out to you, Grego. It's the same for me, so I'm not the only one that feels that way. Atlanta's changed. Yeah. It's not even Atlanta from just a few years back. All I'm hearing is just deletion. I'm like, that's Atlanta? Atlanta ain't never been known. You got a few, wild dudes here and there in every city. But Atlanta's starting to be known. Like, hey, Atlanta. Shout out to Capricorn being in the building. So the South's been strapped. He said, I wish there was international gun laws. Yeah, man. And I'm seeing YouTubers that are blowing up that are, at the firing range. A lot of those YouTube channels are starting to blow up just watching dudes and ladies at the firing range now. The country boys going out there just shooting off the guns, the latest this and the latest that. I'm like, what type of country is this where some of the excitement of YouTube is watching a dude fire off the latest artillery? That channel you won't be seeing in many countries. And what I mean is a lot of countries aren't comfortable with necessarily always being strapped all the time. I mean, you got states, when I left, there were states that didn't have open carry laws. Now there are several states that got it now, instead of just 1 or 2 states. I'm supposed to go to America and trust states that didn't allow y'all to be walking around like y'all sheriffs. Now y'all can walk around like y'all sheriffs, and I'm supposed to bring my wife there to visit and live. Out y'all rabbit minds. So when it comes to Colombia, if I lose a cell phone or my wife lose a cell phone or a tablet in the name of give it to me, or if I got to reach in, here's the wallet. I can always call the banks and shut everything down. But in the United States, they're trying to delete me just for breathing, just for being in the wrong place and wrong time. Nah, that's all right. That's all right. I don't miss that. That's one thing. That's one of my reasons that I left. I kid y'all not, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Salute to It's Clyde. Make sure you subscribe to my brother's channel. Jay Clyde in the building. Black Nubian said, he said, I got family in the United States. I haven't been there in a very long time besides in the airport going to another country. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Capricorn says the United States has more mass shootings, but targets in foreign countries for robberies, and gotta stop the cop talk. Gotta stop the talk. The cap talk to most people in Colombia. Oh yeah. To most people in Colombia, and they have been robbed. Yeah, it's bad in the States, brother. It really is. Shout out to Capricorn Way. Literally getting off the exit, and a guy walked down the exit shirtless with a towel on his head. I mean, towel in his hand. I mean, with a tool in his hand. The dude got the and I'm not anti-gun, advocate. I'm not saying get rid of all guns, this and that. I'm just saying that there's a difference in the United States compared to Colombia. And I kid you not, what keeps me, I keep a swivel on my head, but what keeps me cool and calm for the most part, can I tell y'all something for real? The most that I know that they want is my cell phone, maybe my wallet, maybe my computer if I got it on me. But most, they don't want me. They don't want me. When people sit back and say, you went to Colombia, you got kidnapped. No, most dudes that come and get robbed, they just get robbed if they get robbed. But I'm so tired of watching American news and people getting deleted that you don't even know this person. You don't know this person from nobody. You don't even, in many cases, you don't even know the face of the person that deleted you. All of a sudden, just somebody just start busting, and you don't even see the face of the person who took your life. That 87-year-old man probably didn't get a chance to see. They were in a car. They did a drive-by on an 87-year-old dude at the mailbox. Man, listen, ain't no way in, please. He says you have politicians taking photos with guns, yep, along with their kids carrying guns too, rifles and all. It's despicable, man. Shaking my head, yep. You really do. Florida just passed the permanent list carry, also in July. And I'm Tampa, Orlando. So now y'all walking around strapped. Man. Yes, Colombians don't really want to kill someone. They just basically, let me get what you got. They'll pat you down and make sure you ain't got, and that's it. They jumping on their bike and riding off. It's crazy, man. Let me get back to the he said it's material goods. Yeah, that's true. He said even if those other countries, even in those other countries, a person will run into a restaurant full of people and only delete the intended target and leave. That's true too. That's a good point. Even if they did do deletion, even if deletion was called for, they usually going for their target and they're leaving up out of there. They are not doing mass deletions. I don't know if bullets cost a little bit more here or what, but they are not doing mass deletions here in Colombia. In most places in South America, I haven't heard of too many. I haven't heard of any since I've been here, but you know, it could have happened somewhere, but he's right. All right, let's go back to the video. Like I said, I'm gonna slide it back a little bit. Let her tell her story.
It happened in our apartment in the building in El Poblado. A lot of people think that
El
it's safe.
Poblado.
Yeah.
But I don't think everywhere is safe, especially because I wasn't really attentive in my surroundings. I was on my phone, and there was.
That's the first problem.
Notice, she said she wasn't being attentive. She was in public on her phone. How many times have I said, guys, do not have your ass out there in public on your phone? She was outside giving papaya. If you want a perfect example of don't give papaya, that's exactly what she did. She gave papaya. Those dudes weren't looking for her specifically. They were riding around looking for anybody willing to give papaya. She's outside, A, on her phone, B, and it looked like she may have her purse or her computers. C, let's go get her. She giving papaya. Do not give papaya. Dude, I know you're going to be, listen, what me and Andrea do, we stay inside until our Uber ride is out front. They're going to pull up out front. You ain't got to look for your Uber ride. You do not have to go outside looking for your Uber ride. You're going to look at the map. As soon as it pull up on your phone and that person stops and parks, it'll let you know your Uber ride is outside. You ain't got to have your happy ass out there with your cell phone and in the air looking, waiting for your Uber ride. And all of a sudden your cell phone is like this. And all of a sudden a motorcycle come by and snatch your cell phone or whatever it may be. That is unnecessary. He said, they will blow you up when they're outside. Yeah, when you're outside, yeah, you have no reason to be outside in regards to that. Yeah, alone on your phone. Ticket to cry and moan. Absolutely. I don't know what to say for it. Like the dude just said, he said, that's the first thing you did wrong. You were not aware of your surroundings and you're on your cell phone. Okay.
I was with my phone and I didn't realize that there is a robbery going on.
Okay.
In the apartment, there is like a door where the guard will open the door for you, only for the residents.
Yeah.
So I was on my way out of the building, and there was 4 guys who's like on the reception area.
Yeah. With the guns.
Yeah, with the guns, and they saw me out of the building already, and they told me to go back. I actually ran. I didn't even listen to them I ran back inside.
Yeah.
And the guy told me stop running or I was shooting.
Oh, and you just froze and
I
then
froze.
okay.
Of course, what can I do?
You
I
can't
need
know.
to listen.
It's just bad, wrong place, wrong
Yeah,
time.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. They took all of my stuff, my scanners, the 2 tablets that I have for work.
Oh, really?
I was about to go to the laboratory to do some work.
Yeah.
Stuff, and they told me that stop crying.
You were crying? Oh no.
I immediately went back to my place. I didn't even went to work because I have no.
Yeah, you can't work after that.
I cannot work.
No, you're just in shock,
I was in shock. So I went back to the apartment. The guard called the police. The police went to my place and they asked questions stuff like that. And one police asked me if I want to file a complaint, and I told him no. Like, what's the purpose of?
Nothing's gonna happen. They're never gonna. Yeah. And how much did you lose in that day? You think dollars?
$4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
To be honest, sorry that happened to you, by the way. But to be honest, out of all the stupid things I've heard people doing, you didn't really do anything. You're in your apartment. you're trying to go to work.
Exactly.
A lot of the time you see people drunk 3 a.m. and getting robbed, or walking with Rolex in the street, and then I'm like, okay, fair enough, but you weren't doing anything. You were just purely unlucky that day.
Exactly. Wrong place at the wrong time.
Did that make you scared after I'm guessing you would have been a bit worried after a while?
No, I needed to like internalize stuff. I needed to write it in my journal and
Okay.
everything. Because that situation is really shocking for me. It was my first time, but after that, it didn't really stop me from visiting other places, like to do my normal, stuff
Okay.
I do with my life now.
So you recovered pretty quickly.
Yes,
That's really good, because I know a lot of people can
Like traumatized.
be traumatized and leave the country forever. Yeah, good.
I cannot do that for myself. I cannot put myself in a situation where I will feel, like very sad about what happened to me. I feel sorry about myself. No.
Sure. You just face it head on.
No, yeah, exactly.
Good job.
Today
Good for
is
you.
done. I need to move on.
That's true. Good on you. People might get scared by watching this, right? I just want to put into perspective how rare that is to actually happen. When you were doing everything right and someone just robbed you, that's like 1 in a million, right? It's not like every day people are doing this. No.
No.
It rarely happens, especially in this area, El Poblado.
So what else would you say for people who are maybe in the Philippines, and now that you give them the idea of Colombia, any tips of coming here, or?
Actually, Colombia is a pretty nice country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course there are some areas that you need to be like aware,
Well, for me, stop watching Netflix. All of those narcos movies. Come on, guys. And
Yeah.
It's been a long time, and we love Colombia. The people are very friendly. The environment is nice, and I think that if Filipinos will come to Colombia to experience the culture, they will really love it. We have a little bit of similarities in terms of religion, the food, the language, the family closeness, stuff like that. So yeah, stop being afraid. I don't know why people are afraid of Colombia. I think Colombia is one of the nicest countries in the world. Give it a go.
Yeah.
And Colombia is 30% cheaper than Philippines.
30% cheaper than Philippines. Whoa. I didn't know that.
I didn't
it
know
is.
that.
Okay. The person who told you to not be scared and stop watching Narcos actually got robbed in her apartment. So that should tell you something of why you should give it a go and just come down here. Thank you, girls.
Girl, thank you.
All right. That's the end of that video. And like I didn't know that about the 30%. I didn't know Colombia is 30% less. And they're in Medellin. And Cali is 40% less than Medellin. So just imagine if they'd come to Cali to live. But they're in Medellin, and I'm glad everything worked out for her in regards to, that situation. But as I was saying, there are a lot of people that are coming down here from around the world, and they were absolutely correct. Stop watching Narcos. But y'all know how I am. I want everybody to be scared. Don't come. I'm selfish. Don't come. Stay in the States. Stay in your home country. Stay right where you are. Let the rest of us enjoy Colombia. We don't need the rest of y'all here. Y'all gone back. But even though I'm just being facetious, but at the end of the day, definitely, watch your backs. He said, watch Narcos for the same places. Or for names of places. Yeah, that's true, for the names of places. Because season 2 of Narcos was here in Cali, and I see those locations, the houses, the mansions, the neighborhoods that are right around here where they filmed Narcos. So this is kind of funny to actually see it now. So you're right, you get a chance to see the locations definitely on that Netflix special. Is there a lot of crime in Cartagena? It's a tourist city, so not a. I can't say a lot. Most of the major cities in Colombia basically have the same type of petty crimes, no matter where you go. It's not major, but it's major enough to where it's noticeable. So where Los at? Yeah, Los can answer that question. Right on time. Los, he was asking about, answer this question for us, Los. Is there a lot of crime in Cartagena? And Los will be all over Cartagena. That's his home. So yeah. So if anybody can answer that, he can. But I answer it as I answer it from the perspective of, you know, every major city in the world has a certain level of crime. So there is no major city, and you're gonna have utopia. You got the same crimes. That it's kind of funny as I've been studying, getting ready to go to Europe. Do you know it's the same crimes happening in Europe? Watch your cell phone. Don't put it on the table. Don't stay. The same things for people that live in Europe for years. The same scenarios. They say, don't keep your cell phone on the table. Don't get caught, on your cell phone on the edge of the curve of the street because somebody will drive by and snatch your cell phones. Some of the hustles that they, or the scams, the same ones in Colombia, the same ones in Europe. So I'm like, basically, no matter where you go, and if there's a major city, there's going to be some form of somebody trying to separate you from your money or your items. Infinite growth in the building. Hola, amigos. He said Bogota has a bunch of petty crimes. Yep. Being the capital, a lot of people flock here for jobs. I can see that. Definitely. Los says yes, but most tourists and travelers won't see much of it. Someone has been offered just about every someone has been off just about every week this year in Cartagena. Wow. Now, I can agree with Los in regards to that. I like how he worded that. He said, yes, but most tourists and travelers won't see much of it. That's how it is in Cali. This whole statement that he gave was the same thing that happens in Cali. When somebody gets deleted, it's usually a Colombian with the Colombian. And you usually, unless you watch Colombian news, or you got like I got Cali's app. So I see whatever takes. If somebody got a camera on it, they put it right on the app. And so we see everything that goes on throughout the city. Most of the time when something happens and they're doing a shootout, it's the gangs, it's somebody, somebody got drunk or somebody shot at somebody else and, things like that. It's rarely one of us involved in it. He's 100% correct. It's rarely that you see somebody just got in a shootout with an American or a Canadian. Because there's certain areas that we don't go to. So the areas that we're usually in is kind of like the petty crime areas. But the areas that most Colombians are in, he's right. The crimes that we see that happens to Colombians, most of us never see them. That is true. That's 100% true. It's the same thing here in Cali, Los. Yeah, yep. He says cell phones, backpacks, motorcycles. Oh, they're stealing them bikes. I'm feeling sad for dudes here. Now, that's one thing. That's another example of crimes that we'll never see. Because most of us don't ride motorbikes, scooters and stuff like that. Man, they are stealing those scooters and those bikes. They'll have two dudes on a motorcycle. One will jump off, have his gun. He'll rob you. He'll give your stuff to the dude that's riding the original bike, jump on your bike and pull off and leave you standing there. Now that I have seen, at least in the last month, I've seen at least 8 to 10 videos of somebody getting their bike stolen. Car theft, not as much. Breaking into cars or stealing your mirrors, yeah. Like if you got your car in the parking lot and somebody look at your car and then all of a sudden they just try to break in and steal whatever they could get their hands on. Yeah. Or like somebody did us, stole our mirrors that we had to, rear view mirrors, had to replace those. And then somebody got one. I think I was at the club with one of y'all. Kid you not. Somebody got up under our truck, stole the tire, the spare tire that's up under the truck. We got a replacement and we got the locks put on there. So now we don't have to worry about it. But it's just sad to see, those petty crimes out there. He said they steal cell phones at the stoplights. Yep. They steal your dude. They will snatch somebody's mirror at the stoplight. Like if it's traffic jam and everybody jammed up, and they'll just run up to your car, snatch your rearview mirror off, and run off. By the time you open up your door and realize that it's gone, it's gone. Yep. They'll steal your cell phone at a stoplight because a lot of Colombians be up there at the stoplight on their cell phones, on their motorcycles. And somebody will pull up. Let me get that cell phone. He says maybe Bogota, but 4 through 6 have richer citizens, more profitable for robbers. That's true. So even though you live in the good neighborhoods, just like in the States, you got some people that come out to good neighborhoods to do crimes. That's true. So true. He said near the window. He said keep your windows closed. Yes. And your phones in the middle console. Yes. Do not get caught on your phone. They'll take your cell phone if you're in an Uber. Some of you dudes be in a taxi in an Uber and y'all be, you on your cell phone and you're texting your Airbnb, let them know that you just landed and you're on your way. Man, please, at a stoplight, they'll wait. As soon as that light turn green, they'll reach in, snatch your cell phone, and ride that motorcycle off. Oh, yes, they will. What kind of crap is that? A mirror? They get like 20,000 pesos for a rear view mirror. We've had to replace the same rear view mirror twice. But each time it happens because we was visiting a family member or a friend in the hood. So now when we go to the hood, we either take a taxi or Uber. We leave our truck right where it is in the parking garage. He said, I might have to leave the house without my phone. Might have to bring you a track phone. Yeah, something cheap. Yep. Oh yeah, there are a lot of a lot of you guys. When I recommend Airbnbs, for the most part, I always recommend some type of that have security or they're gated. There's a lot of gated communities down here. Now that's definitely true. That is definitely true. Because I was in Cartagena at the end of June, and I noticed more police officers' presence in the tourist area. Yes. Yes. Shout out to Will. Joe, tell everybody about how all the stolen parts. Oh, yeah. Did you guys know that? Statistically, most stolen parts that, in the United States end up in Colombia on the black market down here. Let me see if I can find that information. Most stolen car parts from America end up in Colombia. Dang. Colombian stolen car parts trade is 3.9 billion. But car thefts has declined in Colombia. Wow, $3.9 billion in stolen car parts. Wow. Yep. I couldn't find that article, but yeah, I came across that article before. Talk about the car parts in the United States often ends up in Colombia. Just get 2 phones. Yep, that's what I have. I have one right here. Just a small carry-around phone that I have. Just a Metro, old school Metro. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. That's crazy. He said, don't be working, answering emails. Yeah, right. If you're in public, forget about those emails. Forget about WhatsApp responses. Wait till you get indoors. Shout out to my man been in the building, Dion. Underground network is strong. I know, right? I didn't know they were still in that much in the billions. Colombia is not that big for the billions. 3.9 billion. Whew. They shipping in those stolen car parts. He says, is Colombia walkable? Yeah, it is. That's what most people do in Colombia, walk. I got partners that walk around. When Andrea's gone with the car, I walk around. I walk everywhere. I kid you not. I ain't gonna even sit back and lie to y'all. But I don't have my cell phone out. I'll be everywhere. But I'll be everywhere in my community too. In May, I was in Cartagena. Some nights after 6 p.m., every meters, there were every 5 meters there were 2 police officers because the crime gang war. Wow. We got 72 people 73 people in the building. Make sure you guys click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. You hit your step goal easy at Colombia. Yeah, I got my little track, my little walking my watch that connects to my cell phone and tracks my steps. Yeah, you'll get your steps in Colombia for real. Now y'all know. Now y'all see why the Colombia women stay so fit, because everybody walks down here. Lots of incline, a lot of hills. That's what I hear about Portugal. Be ready for a lot of walking and a lot of hills. That's so true. When I got to Medellin for the first time and I went out, called myself going out for a run, because I used to run a lot. I still do, but back then, man, running up those hills, I was like, man, this is not gonna work for me. I feel like I was in Atlanta. Yes, it is. Yeah. The cool thing about for the most part, Cali is flat land, but we do have our areas that is steep. It's really steep. He said the hills explain their body types. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You are so correct, Nubian. Glutes are hams. Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep this live stream short. Sure, your boy tired. Didn't get much sleep last night. Now it's time to get some sleep. I'm about to relax. But tonight's videos was about letting you know that more Asian people are starting to come here, especially from the Philippines. Find out what your reason is for wanting to leave the United States or whatever country that you're moving from, because that's going to be your motivation. That's what's going to keep you going. Whatever that reason is that makes you decide that, hey, it's time for me to leave the United States, whether it be in the next 2 years, 5 years, 15 years. Don't throw that goal out the window because it's going to take you a while to do it. Continue to focus on that and it'll come to pass. Is it safe in Medellin to get a pro and a oh, he got me on that word. A passion pre-gagas? I don't know. Or should I go to casas? Me, somebody else will have to tell you about getting a pay-for-play or the pros and just regular street meat. I'm a casa man. I'm a hostel dude. I like the fact that with hostels, you got the price already set up. You guaranteed to have gorgeous women because the hostel basically, not guaranteed, but basically going to have some of the beautiful ones. Hostels women are the only ones, they have to get tested every 6 months. So hostel women, even if you ain't got no condom on you, usually hostels got condoms up in there. Hostels, you can pick and choose just like you do with street meat. Hostels got showers, so you can take a shower and you can walk right out and you good. So if you were to ask, is this just Andre's opinion? Some of y'all like to go to the clock tower. Cool. But as for me, that's never been my thing. Let me go directly to where I ain't got to worry about negotiating. I ain't got to worry about nobody drugging me. You don't hear nobody getting drugged at the hostels. That'd be street meat. That'd be drugging dudes. So that's how I am. I'm just like that. And then I leave that. I could leave that experience right where it is in the hostel. If I want her, and I'm speaking in past tense, so it sound like I'm speaking in present tense, but I'm really speaking in past tense. If I wanted that person, I could with the hostel girl. I knew I could always get her number with my cell phone and hit her up. And if I wanted her again after when she got off work, I could hit her again, or I could say how much for overnight, and then I could hit her up. I knew she wasn't gonna drug me. She was about to throw her hostel away just for my little cell phone, her little hostel job or opportunity away for my cell phone. That's what I liked about women in hostels. I kid you not. It was just so cool. And I was meeting other cool brothers that was there. I was meeting some military brothers and some brothers, businessmen. So I met a bunch of some of the coolest dudes that I'm still in communication with right now are dudes that I met in hostels. Kid you not. Strip clubs. Go to the strip club. A lot of strip clubs have hostels connected to them, to where you like, if I want her, there's a place in the back for you guys to let's get it on. But all that being in the streets, because y'all see someone walking down the street, that ain't never been me, bro. Nah, man. I ain't never been a street meat dude. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Not one time. I can easily say that. I've never had street meat. Never, not one time. Call me bougie or whatever, and I think some of the street meat, some of the women are just gorgeous. Some of the most beautiful women in Colombia. But I just like the safety and the I'm a professional dude. I like the professionalism of the hostel. That's what I liked. But to each his own, every man is different. You know, some dudes like to go online and meet who they are. See, that's the other thing. I ain't got to go through all that online. I ain't got to be swiping. I ain't got to hope if she show up, does she still look like her pictures? I don't have to worry about, is she going to be trying to drug me when I met her on Tinder? I ain't got to worry about none of that. I would just have to, when I was doing it, just walk up into the hostel. They march all the women out for you to see them at once. You can choose whichever ones you wanted. You could smash one and come back later and, you know, after drinking some water or whatever, and come smash another one before you even walk out the door. While everybody else is out there at the clock tower trying to pick something up, you done already ran through who you gonna run through. Other things about the hostels, man, listen, while y'all in the club trying to pick up street meat, man, please, I'm on my way to the hostel. I don't care what, see, this was Andre. I didn't care where I bust my nut, as long as I busted. See, you dudes, y'all need to overnight stay. What for? Could anybody explain to me? And she gonna be around me for about an hour or two. We gonna get our freak on. I'm a bust. She probably bust. For the next 6 or 7 hours, let's say 5, she's sleeping good. She's sleeping good. I gotta pay for that sleep time. That's on my bill. If I keep her overnight, I get charged for that. Why should I spend an hour with her having sex off and on, just so she can take her ass, get a hot shower in my Airbnb, sleep on my double mattress with the 18 to 22-inch mattresses. I got the nice fluffy pillows in my Airbnb. She's sleeping for the next 5 hours because she's been on her feet all day long, at least all evening long, waiting for me to be a customer of hers. She tired after me having sex with her, and I'm paying for that full 5 hours. And I might wake her up in the middle of the night or wake her up in the morning to have some more sex. When all you had to do was just take your happy ass to a hostel after the club. Booty clapping sounds. And after you were done, all you had to do was just take a shower while you're in the hostel. By the time you get done with your shower, have your Uber on the way, keep your butt in the hostel until your Uber is downstairs, and walk your happy tail downstairs and go back to your own 22-inch mattress with the brand new pillows. I never understood why dudes pay for overnights. I never understood it, because you ain't fucking overnight. So why am I having this woman? You are literally paying for a woman to sleep. Literally. I never understood that stupid shit. He said, Andre, you talking about the brothels? Yeah. I would rather just go to a geographical location where I know it's safe, I know it's cool. They've got the prices sitting right there, and you good. Man, listen, I was so much on the hostels, I would leave my boys who was in the street meeting. We at the club, blah, 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 having a good time. Oh man, I'm about to go out here and get some of the street meat. Or they meet somebody in the club right there. Okay, cool, do your thing, brother. I'm about to jump in my Uber, take my habit right to True Life in Medellin. Right to True Life. Get my freak on, get cleaned up, give her a tip, pay my bill, call my Uber, get my ride, and sleep by myself on my double mattress. And I ain't got to pay no extra fees, and I ain't got to worry about no female knowing where my Uber is. I mean, where my Airbnb is. I don't have to worry about something paying for somebody to be sleeping. Oh, for overnight, that'll be an extra 150,000 pesos. If I'm paying for overnight, I'm gonna tell you something. I will be the most pussy pirate that ever existed. I'm still in that coochie at 2 a.m. I'm still in it at 5 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm still in at 9. Dude, I'm doing some pussy piracy. I'm be sliding that leg up all night. Slide that leg up and slide on in all night, mother long. Ain't no way in hell you coming over here to sleep. Not today. That will be one of those we'll sleep when we dead moments. Ain't no way in hell I'll be paying for somebody to come overnight. I bust maybe one drunk nut and she's sleeping, just sleeping comfortable until 8 a.m. Until she got to go pick up her kids. Man, y'all must got me tore up, man. He said, Dre, that's how you're supposed to do it. 8 hours of pure fun. But dudes don't do it like that. They drunk. They drunk and they high. You leave the club about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You got you a paper play overnight. You might be good for maybe one good nut. I'll give you 2 if you stretch it, if you ain't too drunk or too high. Ain't no Hennessy down here to keep you that hard. So you might be putting some China brush on there, or you might be popping some of them Cialises or Levitras, whatever you were able to sneak down here or get a hold of while you're here. But at the end of the day, let's say you bust off 2 good ones. You going to sleep. She going to sleep. And you paying for that sleep. Unless you, like I said, man, listen. If I'm paying for overnight, we all drinking coffee in this month. But hey, if you gonna drug me, hey, if I was paying for overnight, they be like, how did Andre get drugged? Was it she spiked his drink? Nope. Did she spike his cerveza, his beer? Nope. What did she spike? His coffee. Andre said, if I'm up, we all up. If I'm paying for all night, we gonna be up all motherfucker. It's gonna be coffee being made all night long. We gonna be wired, just like this, having sex, wired. There is no way in hell I'm paying for all night. You going to sleep? Ain't nobody sleeping tonight. This gonna be a real all-nighter. You gonna be tired. You gonna think this somebody's wedding night. We gonna be up all night long. I'm telling you, gonna think this gonna be a sex one woman, one man marathon. I'm kidding you not. I mean, there ain't no way in there I'm paying for overnight and we ain't having sex all night. More coffee, please. We sitting up there, ain't no decaf. We just drinking it straight from the jar. We just add water instead of just pouring the coffee grinds into the cup. We just pour hot water into the coffee grind. We just drinking hot grinds. We gonna be up all night long. We on some Lionel Richie all night long. The time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the fucking play on. Believe you me, ain't gonna be no talking. I'm not paying for you to talk. If we doing all night, ain't gonna be no talking. It's gonna be all you crying. The only time she gonna get a break if she gotta go pee. I'm telling you. That's the only time she get a break. She get a coffee break. She don't get no water. She don't get no soda. She don't get no liquor, nothing. She get a coffee break. I'm thirsty. Here's more coffee. And I'm not talking about with sugar packs or nothing. I'm talking about straight up coffee. As strong as we can get. I'm going to get my money's worth if I'm paying all night. Y'all crazy. Paying all night and chicks just be up there snoring and sleeping. And y'all know I know because y'all always take pictures of the chick with her butt up in the air sleep. Y'all some freaky dudes, man. And then y'all put in the WhatsApp group. Y'all stop me when I'm lying. Y'all would take a photo of the female like y'all like this. And the photo being the female be in the background. And y'all taking a photo where she just knocked out sleep. butt up in the air. If I haven't seen one photo like that, I haven't seen at least 50, 60, 70 photos over the last 4 years. Same photos, female knocked out sleep, and you taking photos of the paper plate chick. Not realizing it was not you that put her to sleep. Y'all be taking a photo as if it was y'all put her to sleep. Look what I just did. Negro, she been walking in heels. She been walking in heels since 6:30 the night before. She had been having sex with 2 or 3 dudes. How the hell you think that she ain't gonna go to sleep? You ain't put her to sleep. That comfortable ass mattress put her to sleep. Soon as she put her legs up in the air to have sex with you, she was getting sleepy right then and there. Anytime she dozing off in the middle of an orgasm, it was not you to put her to sleep. And y'all be taking the photos like y'all just did something. Yeah, dog. Let me get these photos to send it to the fellas. Yeah. All type of parallelogram angles. Y'all taking photos. Yeah, let me get that tripod pose. Let me let the fellas see how fat this booty is. I'm gonna take it from an angle to where it looks like I got 2 mountains over here. Now I see what Medellin surrounded by mountains, because she got a mountain ass. And y'all send them all to WhatsApp, and they all still in my phone. Even in this one, all y'all little photos. That's why I tell y'all better not run for mayor, governor. I don't care, the neighborhood alderman. Y'all better not run for God. Man, y'all can't run for dog catcher. You can't run for the city's janitor. You can't run for nothing, because I'm blackmailing any of y'all that run for any political position. You can't be a city councilman. You better not run to be president. I better not find out you asking for a promotion on your damn job. I'm going to your job and I'm blackmailing y'all everything. Bro, you want a promotion? Did you go ask your boss for a promotion? Oh, hell no. You ain't getting no promotion until I get paid, bro. What you talking about, Dre? I got photos, bro. I got all your shit. All from 2016 all the way until now. I got all y'all evidence still in this phone. I got so many of y'all women, butts up in the air, legs. I got videos. I got images. I got everything. All of it still in this phone. Man, listen, Andre don't even get jealous. Andre is so used to y'all sending stuff and it's getting locked in all my phones. Andre be like, oh, so yeah, they send another video. Look at this one, baby. That's okay. Andre be like, she got a fat butt. She do got a fat butt, don't she, baby? Oh, y'all better not run for nothing. Nothing. Y'all better not become actors. You better not become a famous singer, a public spokesman. Do not become a pastor or imam. You want to give your life to the Lord, and all of a sudden I'm getting some of that offering money. You better believe me, I'm getting some offering money. I got the Lord forgave me. Yes, he did. He forgave you. But I need my share of that offering money, Pastor. Pastor Charles, all you other dudes, Pastor Jay, Pastor Julian, Pastor Stefano, I need my part. I got all the evidence right here I need. You do not want me to stand up in front of your church giving a testimony of the man that I once knew. Man, y'all got to stop sharing y'all information. Man, y'all worse than OnlyFans. I swear. Y'all worse than women with OnlyFans. I saw your mama on OnlyFans. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Yeah. That's the same thing they'll say about y'all as pastors. That was the old me. They don't know. They don't know if you took this photo yesterday or in 2016. They don't know. I got a whole cell phone full of all y'all because y'all don't know how to keep your business to yourself. Ain't not one of y'all, unless I tell y'all the story, don't none of y'all got no photos or videos of Andre with nobody. No, hell no. You'll never get me like that easy. Andre, I need a couple thousand that YouTube money. Put that on my books, bro. Put that YouTube money on my books next month, bro. You'll never have that much evidence on me. No, 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 no. Yep, dude, Julian, you said it. They be kissing and telling, man. They do. They do. I don't kiss and tell either. Man, I got videos. Dudes be sharing the videos. I'm like, are you freaking serious? It's one thing for World Star to catch you. It's another thing for me to have it in your phone. Man, listen. Yeah, I do. Ain't nobody got no footage or nothing. The only people that got footage of me are the camera footage in True Life in Medellin. That's it. Ain't nobody else can say they got footage of me, nothing. I ain't taking no photos. Ain't no friend. Nope. Any female that wanted to take a photo with me, I was like this. I was yawning, or I take a photo look with a crazy face. Soon as she get ready to snap, I'm yawning. You ain't gonna recognize me. Nope. Soon as she get ready to take the photo, I'm rubbing my eye. I don't look like none of us look like nobody when we rub our eye. That's Dr. Boyce Watkins right there. That's got to be Dr. Boyce Watkins. You better believe it. You're gonna get me like that. I am, dude. I mean, listen. I got so much, dude. I got the video of the girl that got killed. Got deleted in Bogota, the DJ. I got her freak videos. Now, I ain't gonna lie. She a wild one. I can see how she drove that white boy to madness. Cause she wild. I'm like, dang, girl, you doing it like that? So you just gonna take it out your booty like that and eat it. You nasty. You need to be that DJ that he deleted. She should have been messing with that white boy. She should have had her butt in Dubai, getting that $50,000 to get peed on. I'm telling you, dog. She was a freak. All in here. I don't even look for these videos. Y'all be sending them. Yeah. Now y'all think, some of y'all thinking now, was I ever in a WhatsApp group with Andre in 2021? Yeah. Okay. He said they do. He said they do be tripping in the WhatsApp groups. They do, man. It's like a contest. Dude, I kid you not. Dudes was sending so many photos, Jay. I had to get out of like 5 WhatsApp groups over the last maybe 2 years because I was running out of storage in my phone. Am I the only one? Come on, Jay. We're gonna be true passport bros. True passport bros are dudes that run out of space in your phone, and I gotta delete half the stuff that y'all send. Los, where Los at? Man, boy, me and Andre be sitting up here like, if you do not realize, because Los don't just, you know how in the WhatsApp groups you kind of like, you'll chat or you'll send a voice video. Not Los. Los gonna pull out the camera on you. Los gonna be like, oh yeah, fellas, blah, 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 blah. You will sit up there in a month deleting at least 35 videos that Los alone in conversations has posted in WhatsApp. And it all be your phone. And your data just be like, and your space be like, your phone be like, listen, you want some more space? You want to buy some more space? What do you want to do? You want to Dropbox this stuff? What do you want me to do with it? So that doesn't include all the other rest of us that send videos and footage to each. Man, listen. I am not lying. He said a dead woman's freak videos. File this one under not my proudest fab. Yeah, right. I mean fab, right. You nasty. Yeah, she was wilding. I was like, man, you can see this. You can see this the scoring hub. I'm like, man, she was wilding. I was like, and I had it, and I was like, I kept it to myself. I really did. I was like, I'm not going to share this woman's video. I got two or three videos and like a few photos after she passed on, and all of a sudden, dudes would just start flooding, the WhatsApp groups with. I'm like, man, I say, yeah. Let me not share that. He said she could have been a human toilet. Yep. In Dubai right now. And been set up for life in Colombia. You ain't lying. Stefano said videos and voice messages. Yeah. He said Dre had to set up and save media feature. Save media features. Never some of these groups. Yeah. He said, I'll go through my photos and be like, who the fuck is these people? Bruh, I have cleaned my phone out at least 3-4 times a year just to have some data, just to have some space, just to have some storage. You dudes be eating up my space, man, on my phone, my storage, man. Brand new phone, man. Not even, dude, I kid you not. I got my Samsung and it wasn't even 2 months later, completely full with y'all footage. I'm like, man, listen, y'all better not run for no political parties, no political positions. I'm telling it all. Yeah, she got done dirty too. That's true. That's real true. I think Andrea told me the white boy got attacked this week in jail. I think he got beat down in the jail this week. I think he got a beat down or cut or something with the white dude this week that deleted the girl, the DJ. Oh, you better believe that unless he coming, like standing strong, you better believe it's one of Colombian dudes that's going up in him right now, even as we speak. Now you're trying to find out the secrets to WhatsApp. Now, how do I turn that on, Charles? I had to keep my phone on silent because y'all notifications be popping up every 5 seconds. But let me get ready to get out of here, guys. I'll talk to you guys Sunday, live with your girl, Andrea. You guys have a great evening. Once again, this is Andre from Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for the cash out. Thank you for the support of the channel. I appreciate that. Yeah, for real. For real. That wasn't even called for. Yep. I'm with you on that one, Charles.